My guest is Ed Fuller, President and Managing Director of Marriott Lodging International. Hi, Ed.
Good to see you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, Bangkok is a lovely place to
Beautiful
be.
place.
Ed, Marriott has taken tremendous strides towards sustainable development, sustainable tourism, reducing carbon footprint. Mr. Marriott, of course, last month announced about your wonderful program of 1.5 million acres in the Amazon, and you've talked about at this PATA CEO conference, Confronting Climate Change. Marriott obviously has the resources over the recent years, has slowly but surely gotten into its mentality and the management of how to reduce carbon footprint and the economic vitality of that process and for the customers and all. What I want to touch upon now is beyond that. I think the industry address those challenges as Marriott has, and the communities with which Marriott's and other hotels are, and the challenges they have, and basically that chemistry between you as a lodging provider, your guests, and that community and that environment. Where does that generally? What's that next step to glue that all together?
Well, we see the community as something that has been very important to the company for the last 15 or 20 years, and we call it Spirit to Serve. It is a program that we've had in place which encourages our managers at the property level to work with the local community, and it can range from managing a hospice, donating rooms for a children's hospice, which we do in Costa Rica, to working with Habitat for Humanity, which we do in almost all of our major hotels which are in a community where it's available. We actually use Habitat for Humanity for our team building exercise for my executive staff. Once a year we'll go out and do a build in one of the communities we work in, because it's a great team builder for our 25 people that work together all the time. We also have been involved in China with Safe Kids, focusing on children's safety, dealing with fires. We're involved through a number of different programs, sometimes because of the local community, where you heard today during the meeting the Royal Charities mentioned. We may work with the government or the king in Thailand, and we do. In Jordan, we work with the Queen. Or where we're in countries where those facilities aren't available, we will use charities that Marriott generally works with, or the general manager has his own discretion at the local level. We have brands that support Habitat because it's a brand initiative, and they do builds when they have brand events. The company's been involved with this for some time, and for about 10 years, we've given what we call the Alice Marriott Award. That's Mr. Marriott's mother, which is the award to the hotel that has done the very best job of working with the community out of all 3,000 hotels. And it's selected. People really strive to meet that award.
Give me an example of a couple of recent winners and why.
Well, Hong Kong won not long ago, and they were involved in 6 or 7 different community activities, which were very meaningful. One, I remember going from education in a handicapped school, in which we provided the rooms for training, provided internships in the hotel, and were involved in that program, plus food bank programs and many other programs. The most recent was Sao Paulo, Brazil, and that was for their work with a program that, like Habitat, we do throughout the world, and that is really around taking children off the street. That's part of the tourism partnership program that we have, and training them, educating them, and then getting them jobs and trying to see that these children don't go the wrong way when they have the opportunity to go the right way. And the Sao Paulo Hotel, amongst 12 other programs, had sponsored and hosted that and had helped to develop that throughout Brazil.